Time for another session from the CPR Performance Studio. I'm Alisha Sweeney. We welcome an artist that has been writing, recording, and producing his own electronic music in his bedroom in Littleton, Colorado for the last 8 years. Since then, he's released 5 full-length albums, 3 EPs, all online. Hello to James Cooley, who records as Mesita.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Good to see you today.
Good to see you.
And today we're going to hear Mesita in a new way. Your electronic songs performed on acoustic guitar. And this is a first for you, the first time in front of any audience, really, right?
In a long time, yeah.
Well, we're excited to hear what you have today. Mesita was recently featured on our OpenAir Spring Sampler with his latest single being called one of our favorite new songs of the year. He's going to perform that in a little bit, but first, what are you going to start off with?
A song called The Coyotes. Don't say bye when you're leaving here. Just get carried away. Pack your belongings and go. Just get carried away. Coyotes. Everyone has the silent flood. Don't get carried away. Let all it sink to the ground. Don't get carried away. Wasn't meant for us. We'll be thrown to the coyotes.
We are in the CPR Performance Studio with Mesita. That's the song, The Coyotes, a song that's been out on his previous release. But now a new album will come out this summer. It's called Laniakea. I want to hear about this one. Tell me about it.
So I've been working on it for a while, and I'm still working very hard on it. It's a more acoustic, more live instrumentation, trying to step away from the electronics a bit and get back to what I used to do.
You mentioned you want to get a little bit more acoustic, and you've been putting out records since 2008, so you're looking at this one sort of like a debut or a re-coming out, I suppose?
Yeah, I just feel like, I don't know, I've made a lot of music, and I kind of look at all the music that I've made, and I want to move forward in some way. And not fall into the same pitfalls that I used to fall into. Really make something that is just that I have fun making, that I want to make, that maybe isn't chasing like a single for blogs or something. Like get something just that I want to make.
I understand that sentiment. I was wondering, is your music more popular in a certain area? You know how you can like see where people are from when they digitally buy your music? Is Mesita more popular outside of Colorado or?
Just recently, it seems like New York City and London, and then all over the world. Just like a person here or there in a cool place in the world that I'm like, oh wow, like they're actually listening to my music. Like the internet is definitely a blessing for that.
For sure. Now, the word Lanai Akea, I keep looking at this. Tell me, since this is the name of the upcoming record, where that word comes from or how it inspired you to call the album that.
Well, I like the word. It's the name of a cluster of galaxies that the Milky Way is in. They named it, I think, like 5 or 6 years ago, I think. And it's a Hawaiian word that means immeasurable heaven. And I just think that's a really, really cool concept. So, yeah.
And it's a beautiful word, too. Well, up next, you're going to play us something from the upcoming release, Lanaiakea. This is a song that we put on our spring sampler. It's called All Out in the Open. And we're going to hear it up next in the CPR Performance Studio with Mesita.
Something magical, I don't know what you are. A bold and sudden force, it's something new to me. It's all the greatest thing, not used to company. Anyway, I think I'm losing my mind. Ooh, all out in the open, shackled to you. I think I'm losing my mind. Ooh, all out in the open. What do I do? There's nothing quite as nice holding someone you like. I used to sleep at night, I used to sleep alone. Hated not being known, what did I really learn? Oh no, I think I'm losing my mind. Ooh, all out in the open, shackled to you. I think I'm losing my mind. Ooh, all out in the open. What do I do?
All Out in the Open by Mesita here in the OpenAir in our CPR Performance Studio. So we have this song on our spring sampler. Our listeners have maybe heard this in a different way. So Tell me how you make songs. Do you compose it on the laptop first, or on your acoustic guitar?
I It starts usually on guitar, maybe piano, but it's all just kind of sitting in a room and playing around with different chords and vocal melodies, and then I record it onto a laptop and get like the audio scaffolding up, and then tear that down one by one and try to get whatever sounds good there and whatever sounds bad out of the track. So yeah, it's kind of throwing a lot of things at the wall and seeing what sticks and trying to clean it up in an artful way.
So, how many hours do you think you put into All Out in the Open, for instance?
Uh, All Out in the Open, I put about a month into. So, like, I get locked into a track and I get kind of obsessed on finishing it to a fault, because some tracks I'll like overcook, and I really put a lot of effort into All Out in the Open, and I might be re-recording it for the new album after all that work, but that's how it goes, I guess.
And why re-recording it?
I didn't have the right, I wasn't going about it the right way. I wanted to make these like cool poppy jams that people could put on. And I don't know, I've just been in kind of a musical identity crisis where I'm like, why am I doing this? What am I making music for? And I think I've realized that I need to make what I'm passionate about. And this was a song that I was passionate about it, but in the production, I think I watered it down and it got lost somewhere. So I'm trying to recollect and put it back together.
Thanks for sharing that. And I mean, you've been pretty prolific over the last 8 years, 5 full-length albums, 3 EPs. So that's a lot to put out into the open, per se, online. And you haven't played out too often, right? You hinted at maybe putting together a live band or playing these songs out live?
I would like to. I think the main thing that's always stopped me is how do I play the songs? How do I get a good group of musicians together that can deal with me? And how to have the support to get a tour up and running where if people are going to come out to the show, that it's actually worth it. It's worth their time getting the ticket and coming to see me. So it hasn't happened yet. I'm hoping that it happens soon.
Well, it's really cool to hear your thought process behind it because, again, you are a musician that's kind of a bedroom producer, per se. And so putting yourself out there in a different way, it's fascinating to hear kind of your thought process behind that. Now, you're from Littleton.
Yep.
And you've been spending some time living in Brooklyn as well. Tell me about this.
I move around a lot. I have a problem staying in the same place for long periods of time. Like, I'm already doing that with Brooklyn. I'm ready to get out. But I've lived in like Seattle, Chicago, Austin, Brooklyn now. I've stayed in Denver for a long time. So who knows? I like going somewhere, experiencing it, and then going to see what's next, I guess.
So will this be a Colorado album for you or a Brooklyn album as you look back at recording Laniakea?
I think it's going to be a Littleton album or a Colorado album because I'm heavy into recording it right now and I'm back for a bit. And I like just being in the space that I've already recorded so much. It's familiar, so I like that.
Well, you're going to play us another song. This is from your Future Proof release. Mm-hmm. And this song is called Firesign. Do you want to tell me about it?
So this is one that I wrote down in Austin back in like 2012, 2011, 2012. And it's one that I think I kind of ruined recording, but I really like playing it acoustic. So I decided to play it today.
It's Mesita in the CPR Performance Studio. Keep it in the open air.
don't crush in the snow. It's so like a fire sign, always stumble in an ocean of black and white. Lose sight and trust, so reckless in love, in the snow. He'll be there waiting, he'll be there waiting in the snow. In this endless building to nothing, in this endless building to nothing. There's no fear when you're by my side, so I stumble in an ocean of fire and ice. No light, I'm broke. Please leave me alone in the snow. He'll be there waiting, he'll be there waiting in the snow. In this endless building to nothing, in this endless building to nothing. I'm not the one you're after, not worth your time or effort. Firesign, firesign, I'm just a little bit broke.
Mesita on OpenAir in the CPR Performance Studio. That's the song Firesign. And the new album With Love from Lanaya Kea comes out this summer. Thank you so much for coming in today.
Thank you so much for having me. It means a lot.
This has been another Open Air session at 102.3 in Denver, 88.3 in Fort Collins. I'm Alisha Sweeney with our audio engineer, Dave Fender, Irvin Coffee running the cameras. And to find more Open Air sessions, video, and podcasts, head over to our website, openaircpr.org.